We heard from Vanessa that people have been burned in here, attacked. She's seen you so many times. Can you at least show us for one moment how powerful you are?
I've never in my life seen these devices act like this, ever. Whoa. Oh my god.
Okay, we'll do that one time.
Well, my name is Florent, and I'm a French estate agent whose mission is to sell this English haunted house called The Cage. And this is the door that was used for the prison. So that's the oldest part of the house, 16th century, so 1500 something, and 1582. That's where the witches were imprisoned. So welcome to The Cage.
Short door.
So that's the oldest part of the house. It's been converted into a kitchen, but back in the 16th century, that was a jail, and that kept as a jail until the beginning of the 20th century. I think they stopped using it as a jail as late as 1908. The living room is open fire, right here, very basic. This is like a hall, so this part was added probably about 200 years ago, and then it was the upstairs was added later on. Now the steps, carefully, the stairs are pretty steep. You've got a downstairs cloakroom. This is another entrance. So careful, it's dark, and careful with the steps. And here I'm told, obviously, it's quite unusual as an estate agent, but actually in England, don't know about the States, but we have to declare if a house is haunted, and we've got to declare if someone committed suicide into the house. So that's where someone hanged himself from the beam on the stairs. You've got the upstairs bathroom, which if you believe some of the paranormal mediums, is quite a dark and evil space. And you've got 2 bedrooms here. This is the master bedroom, which was added on top of the cage, I think back in the 80s, a fairly recent build. That's the biggest room. You'd be describing as a double bedroom. And here you've got the bedroom that was used for Vanessa's child, and the toys actually that he was playing with.
Those are the toys from the story that she was talking about?
Yes, that's right, yes, she kept the toys.
Interesting.
And this one time I thought, right, he was asleep in his cot. It's probably about 5:30, 6, something like that, and I was just thinking, oh, it'll take me 2 minutes, it's not going to be very long. So I went into the prison room where obviously where the witches were kept and the prisoners were kept, and I got the ironing board up. I thought I need to iron 3 things. That's all I need to do. This is not a hard job to do. And at the time, Jessie had these little Thomas Tank Engine toys, and I literally started ironing the first or the second thing, and these 4 Thomas the Tank Engine toys just started going around my feet, making the little noise, chugging along. And my first reaction, people ask me, my first reaction was I was so angry with myself. I was so angry. I'm thinking, why did you come downstairs? Why did you do it? You know, just sheer angry with myself. Then, of course, I'm scared. So I turn off the iron quick. I run through. I grab what I'd ironed, a shirt or something, and I open this door to go up the stairs. And at the top of the stairs, a man was standing there. And he had on brown trousers and a white shirt. He wasn't like the others. The others were very old-fashioned. And the lady I'd seen in her as well, you knew, they were from hundreds of years ago, and this man wasn't.
And here you are, very simple 2-bedroom cottage from the 16th century, and would be a perfect holiday cottage for people around the world wishing to experience one of the most haunted houses in England.
Have you ever had any paranormal activity happen to you when you've been here?
No, not yet. We had a house very similar to this very, very recently, actually last week, because we take a twilight shot of the properties. And my photographer came back into the cottage, thinking that the lady owning the house was upstairs. He heard quite some heavy footstep on the stairs, and in fact, as he came out of the cottage, he saw the owner coming back in, having moved the car outside. So the house was actually empty, and he was shocked to realize that obviously there was someone on the steps of the stairs. And the owner said, "Well, welcome. You've met George, the ghost." And apparently that ghost always show itself on the stairs. But I haven't experienced anything here yet. In my life, I've experienced things, but I've tried to shut myself down. I don't especially looking for meeting a ghost specifically, unless it's someone from my family maybe. But
So you're kind of glad you haven't had anything happen to you?
yes, I'm not especially scared, but no, I'm glad I didn't. No, I'm not especially looking for it. Just in case I'm upsetting someone, and I'm just here to sell a house.
So this is the prison door. This is the door to the cage. And you can see it's quite small, because in those days obviously people were shorter, but you can imagine many men, women and children would have walked through this door hundreds of years, many years ago, and never walked out of it again. A lot of people that came in here wouldn't have left.
So in this room, what have you experienced? Maybe just one story.
The day I was moving in this house, I was in the kitchen and I was making tea actually, and Nicole was going back and forward to the car, bringing in boxes, and I said to her, "I'm making the tea," and I've got my back facing this room, and I was making the tea, and I heard her come in, and I sensed, when you can sense someone, and I heard her, so I've turned around, and because she wasn't answering me, although she was in the room, and I turned around, and there was a tall, dark silhouette of a man. Well, I say he's a man because he was tall, jet black, walking across, gliding across, and that was the first day. That was the first day I was moving in, so that was the first thing that really struck me about this room was, someone's here.
A bit spooky to see that right when you move in.
Yeah, yeah, I know. And then you think, oh, really? Oh, no, you don't bank on it. A lot of places are haunted, a lot of places have a history. But it struck me because it was the first day. It wanted me to know it was here. It wanted me to know this is his house. And I felt that. I felt that was a message, and I thought, oh, here we go. We're going to be in trouble here.
For those of you who didn't watch the last part of this two-part video, The Cage is an old English prison where a group of infamous supposed witches were imprisoned involuntarily during the witch trials in St. Osyth in the 16th century. The building also served as a quarantine home for those infected with the bubonic plague and has seen a number of grueling deaths within its walls over the years. It was converted into a house in the 1900s and has since taken on a reputation as being extremely active with poltergeist activity. It's a notoriously haunted building that is commonly referred to as the most haunted house in England, and we head it to ourselves for the night.
Okay, so we just wrapped up our interview with Vanessa and her realtor. Both of them really great people. They told us some wacky stories about this place. Obviously, this is one of the most haunted houses in all of England. Based upon the stories that we've heard about this place, it's been in the news a number of times. It's been featured on television programs and all sorts of different paranormal media sources, even podcasts and books and everything. But right now we're going to have Peyton turn off the light on the camera. We're going to go infrared and investigate by the candlelight. Now if you pan over to Andrew and Olivia right there, Andrew has set up a REM pod. I don't know why he's laughing.
So anyway, sorry. So just pan over to me. So go on.
He's got the REM pod set.
It's not funny. Sorry.
Okay, I'm done.
Hold. Pan. Take 3. Damn it.
I'm getting out the shot.
Okay, one more time.
All right, I'll stand up. Don't film my face. Just film.
Okay.
Film.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. So right here we've set up a REM pod, which is going.
Why are you
Oh my god. The house is turning us crazy.
Okay.
So, this is the final pan. We're laughing a lot, but it's because we've been driving constantly, and it's pretty funny. I know I'm going to include that in the footage. But we've set up a REM pod right here. Why don't you just pan over and show it real quick, Peyton?
What?
I can't do it, man.
I didn't even
You
do
look so
anything.
funny. You're like...
I'm trying not to laugh.
Okay. Let's just show the REM pod. Here we
Alright,
go.
REM pod's right there.
So, REM pod triggered by
Alright, I'm done. Last time, that was the last time I saw my sister. Now I don't give a shit no more.
So the REM So the REM pod actually creates an electromagnetic field around the device. If you show it right here, Peyton, you guys have seen this thing before. We use it all the time. We really love using this device. If something disturbs the field around this detector, it alerts different lights depending on which angle and how strong the disturbance is. And in addition, it's got a temperature sensor. So if the temperature goes up from where it's at right now, it's going to alert one of these lights and it makes a noise. And if it drops, it's off.
What's so funny?
And if... Stop laughing.
Okay.
And if it drops, it's also going to alert a different light, but this one will be blue.
Well, that one's going off now.
Okay, well...
Well, that's the EMF bear, and that just picks up on electromagnetic frequencies, and it just had a massive burst.
Oh.
This isn't on autofocus.
What?
It's not autofocus. It was kind of blurry.
Well, now it's...
Thank you.
Well, look at that.
Nothing was out of focus, but
Couldn't be this, could it?
It's been sitting there for like the last 5 minutes
Yeah.
while you're cracking up.
That was weird. That was really strong interference too. My phone's off, so shouldn't be causing anything on that end. What Andrew's got right there is a EMF teddy bear. It's got an EMF sensor inside of the bear which alerts different lights on the bear, if you'll show it, Peyton, depending on how strong the EM field that it's picking up on is. That was weird that it just went off. There's no electricity in this house right now. It's completely shut off. There's actually no lights. That's why there are candles everywhere. We just had to do our interview in a literal dark house with only 2 candles and a fire burning. But we're going to investigate for a little bit and see if we can get any of the old witches or the people that tortured them to come talk to us. There's a noise in there, right?
Yeah,
when
there
I said
was
that.
right when you said that.
Yep.
And there's no electricity, so it shouldn't be.
Did you hit the stop record right before? Right.
No, she's still rolling.
Okay.
Hello? Is there anybody there in the kitchen?
yeah, car door.
Fire door.
Okay, let's cut it and
Russian
then
yell.
come back.
There's no electricity at all in the building, and that's just going mental. Look how high that is.
What the hell?
Look how high that is, too. Oh, crap, it's maxing out.
Can you step away from us if you're here in the room with us?
Why is that maxing out?
I've never even seen that blink.
No.
Wait, let's see if we can figure out where this is from. Whoa, it's like,
Oh, it smells like pineapple.
light up the room.
Oh!
Nothing.
Wait, come back in here, see if it still does that.
Right there.
Is it this?
I mean, there's no electricity in here, otherwise she would have turned the lights
It's
on.
in this room.
It's shut off.
It's in the cage. Like,
Yeah, the
literally,
actual,
this
like-
is the actual cage. This- No, it's right here.
Is it the fridge? You
Come over to the fridge.
But it's off.
Yeah, fridge isn't on. Show
Look
them.
at- Here, the fridge has been off for a while. Ah,
What is that?
this looks
Don't
like
touch it.
There's still no power in the house though, and
There's no electricity.
nothing.
Well, now it's off right there. This just fell off again.
Unless this thing is giving off like this. Let me check around it too.
Yeah.
Nothing here.
Go down.
This has. So far, that seems like the culprit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let me check around the other side of this wall.
Even so, why isn't it giving off much EMF? That can just make you feel like crap.
Nothing.
Well, no.
Well, if anything, it shows the validity of the device.
Yeah,
They
the
can
device
actually pick
works.
that up.
Do me a favor. There's only one thing we can do left. Move that away from this. Keep moving even further.
Why is it more now? What?
What the f? So you've moved that away now.
Is it in the
And it's
ground?
got, when you moved it, it got more intense.
Yeah.
It's the ground. Something underground. That is intense.
That's either way, that gives whatever the spirits are in this house an extreme bank of energy to draw from if they have that huge electromagnetic field just like sitting underneath the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like that's so strong. We never get signals like that.
it's the whole floor of the house.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter where you put it on the floor. The floor is giving off EMF. Like crazy. So it's not that thing. It's just the floor in general.
Oh, jeez.
How freaky would that be if it just
Wait. This picks up EMF.
Oh.
What is under the floor?
That's pretty. Look at.
Wait, let's try the REM pod.
That's pretty crazy.
What the hell?
No, the REM pod.
The REM pod needs antenna action.
I feel like the REM pod's
Now
picking it
look.
up too. Look at that. That's
Wow.
crazy.
Oh. That's a horrible sound.
One thing we can say for sure.
Listen to that.
It's getting more
Look at
intense.
it.
Film
It's
it.
getting more intense. It's gonna, dude. Look at.
Whoa, it's
completely-
maxed
dude,
out.
It's gonna blow the meter. I feel like.
Keep it running for a sec.
If you're here with us, can you stop?
Holy crap, it's getting really intense.
Look at it go down. Whoa.
It's fluctuating.
Whoa.
Oh my god. This might be a reason why the house is so haunted.
I think that's why the house is so haunted. Look at, dude, it's completely. I've never in my life seen these devices act like this, ever.
No.
It's
I-
gonna explode.
I'm hoping it does, because that'd be really cool.
If it fries it completely.
That'd be dope. My god, give the man a break.
There's something up with the stonework beneath the cage.
Oh.
Whoa.
I have to get this on camera.
Dude, that's just staying at the absolute max.
It's getting faster. What the hell is under the cage?
I should probably take it off the ground, honestly, people are gonna.
Look at that. Yeah, I never seen anything like that. It's like watching TV. I've never in my life encountered a property that had this much electromagnetic energy.
I'm gonna take it off.
It's so strong, it's still even almost maxed out. Mm-hmm. Holding it up in the air.
I mean, this is a place that has
an absolute just gold mine of paranormal activity and stories.
What?
So if it's... You hear that?
That was a car.
That's what I'm saying. If, like, no matter what, if this house was built on top of something like that, with just such a crazy amount of EMF and energy just in the air, it's like that a spirit then, if you go with a theory that spirits, you know, draw from electromagnetic fields and use this EM energy to manifest and create manifestations, you've got a literal, completely maxed out on our meter, full strength bank of energy which you could potentially just draw from at all times.
Which is why there's something I want to say about this. Okay, I just have two thoughts. The first one would be my interest in the fact... Oh, sorry, that was me. My first thought is the interest in the fact that it seems to be blowing up in the original cage room, which we all know what happened in here, right? But my second thought is, do you think it's like this in the living room too, or is it just the cage room?
Good idea. Let's go check the living room.
I want to find out.
Because this is actually just like a fun science experiment. Here, I'll bring the bear too.
It's still going off in here.
The door just flipped out.
What?
The door just like moved.
So even in the living room, the
Here we
whole
go.
house,
Look at that.
the whole house is flooded with EMF.
How about over here, this room?
Try it. Oh, right in the noggin. You alright? Oh. Oh. Oh.
I like how your head is
I know, dude,
literally
I'm still
touching the
crouched.
ceiling right now.
Look at, here's me fully standing up. So if I try to fully stand,
You look like you're in a fun house right now. Look at this shot. You're in like a little house.
just have to duck down. Well, here we go. We're gonna try these down here.
It is literally the whole underneath of this house.
Yep, you can see. So it's less strong in here because there's only two of these lights are going off, and you can see this. But that's absolutely crazy. There's that much energy in here, no matter what. Even if we don't get anything on camera, it's like that. That's just science that the energy is here. So
It
crazy.
just leaves me with a lot of questions, though.
like, why? What could be causing a constant field like that? Because power lines don't do that typically. You know, it's like, see that? It's like.
It's strong enough that even in the air.
You want to see upstairs?
Yeah, let's do upstairs.
I doubt that there'll be anything up here. Wood where the guy hanged himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, where did he hang himself from?
Right there.
Yeah. The beam.
That beam.
Yeah.
Put the cage by that, just out of curiosity. Nothing?
No. Look at it's reading something. Dude, all the way up here, there's still even a trace amount of energy bleeding out from the floor. Assumedly. But look at that. Look at it, it's yellow up here.
Oh my god.
Look at the bears alerting too.
Let's try on the floor.
The floor, it's halfway.
It's reading,
And
but-
look at
Yeah,
the
two
both
lights.
devices are picking it up.
Oh my god, it's still in the red.
Mm-hmm.
I could just drive you.
Do me a favor, yeah, actually, this is something we noticed with East Drive. Oh yeah, hit the switch if you want. It's not going to turn on if the power's off. Put the K2 up to that light right there.
Yeah, no, there's no problem.
Do me do it?
Just see if the lights are giving off. No,
Okay.
they're not on the.
Well, I mean, even up here, there's still like a fair amount. You know? It's almost in the
It's
yellow.
through the entire house. This is like a science episode because that's just like so interesting.
I don't understand.
Okay.
Do me a favor, yeah, actually, this is something we noticed with East Drive. Oh yeah, hit the switch if you want. It's not going to turn on if the power's off. Put the K2 up to that light right there.
Yeah, no, there's no problem. To me do it?
Just see if the lights are giving off. No,
Okay.
they're not, are they?
Well, I mean, even up here, there's still like a fair amount. Yeah, it's almost in the
It's
yellow.
through the entire house. This is like a science episode because that's just like so interesting.
I don't understand.
Okay, I'm gonna put this right here. Andrew, you wanna take the teddy bear over there, or should I keep them together?
Keep them together. It's 2 devices to confirm that the other one works.
Yeah, here. I'll set this right here, and I'll put the meter right. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's kill the lights, guys. To any spirits that are here at the cage in St. Osiph, if you were hanged here, imprisoned here, we're here to communicate with you.
Why does the water start running?
It's been doing that.
Has it? Oh, I just haven't heard it. Sorry.
Could you ever give us a sign of your presence here in this home? What the f?
Let's pick it up.
What? Dude, what? Why is it doing that? Okay, now this is tripping me out, like, actually. What was that noise? Is that someone's stomach?
I didn't make a noise.
Yeah.
I didn't hear noise.
Can you use your voice to talk to us? You can come up here and talk to us. We're not going to hurt you. Do you remember Vanessa? Vanessa lived here for a long time, but she left you here. Can you show us why she left? Now, why did that thing just start spiking randomly?
Can I see what the reading is now?
It's like 50, but that was just a totally random spike that just,
Yeah.
right when we called out to it. Wait,
What?
that thing just spiked really high. It just went to a red.
Yeah.
Can you spike that again for me? Please.
You can do it. Keep going.
Ooh.
If you're a spirit in this house, good or evil, can you move this bear or this small square of plastic?
It's calm.
Those fluctuations are so abnormal.
Look at that.
Spiking up again. Can you do a full-blown spike for me? All the way to the top? Please.
It's crazy how it stays right in the middle. When have you ever seen a meter do this? Do you remember Vanessa? Can you make that thing make those noises and light up again?
Is it possible for us to hear your voice? Could you try and speak to us so we can hear you with our own ears? I heard you like to move toys. I have one right here. It would be amazing, actually, if you maybe would be willing to push him right down the stairs. Or backwards, any direction, even a slight movement. Maybe you could just go up to him, give it a hug, touch it, try and set the lights off on it. Is the spike gone on that? Yeah, it's gone down quite a bit.
Quiet for a second. Look at the actual meter spike now has gone down to the lowest that we've seen it. Isn't that bizarre?
Are you not here anymore? If you're still here, could you go up to that device again? Whoa.
Whoa.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Could you do that again, please? Just bring it right back up. Show us you're here, please. We just want to talk. Maybe try and help you, if at all possible.
It is going up though suddenly.
There it goes. Thank you. You're doing really well. It is interesting how, obviously we're just trying to confirm if this is an intelligent person here or not. So this is why we're marking what's happening to the device, just so you're aware. What's interesting about the device is it went completely dead, and the moment we started asking it questions,
It's gone back up to at least the middle.
it's gone right back up, almost instantly too.
Mm-hmm.
It was when we weren't paying attention to it. Can you see us? I want to know if you can see us. Can you spike that as hard as you can if you can actually see us and are aware of us? That's spiking. Good job. Keep going. You got this. You got this. Push some energy in there. Are you aware of us? If you can hear my voice right now, you are intelligent and can clearly see us, hear us, and you're trying to communicate. Could you spike that device for us, please?
What's that noise?
It's a lot of water.
The toilet going absolutely haywire.
Are there other things you can do to maybe give us a better, more 100% validation that there is someone here that we're talking to? There's a door at the bottom of the stairs there. I just shine my light on it. Are you capable of shutting that door for us? That would be 100% validation to us that there is somebody here that's listening to us. I know that's a big request, but I hear that you guys are able to do it. Would you mind shutting that door for us, please?
We heard from Vanessa that people have been burned in here, attacked. She's seen you so many times. Can you at least show us for one moment how powerful you are? If only that door would just slam shut. That would be awesome. But since we don't fake stuff, we probably won't. Stop recording.
I was gonna say you pointed at my face and turned it off.
No, right. I just stopped recording randomly when I pointed at you. Shine the light on yourself so people can see what I'm pointing at. Ugh.
No. What was that?
What?
hear it.
I just did while you're talking, like a...
That right there. I felt that in the house. It was like someone was walking on the wood downstairs. I felt that on my foot right here. Just on the stairs. Like vibrated.
I want to make it clear, I locked the downstairs door too, so no one came in.
Let's turn off the lights one more time and do a final IR. Infrared.
IR, as I said, hour.
Peyton, why don't you try to connect with the witches since they were women and ask a couple questions?
If you were brought here against your will and held here, maybe even executed here, do you think you could come and talk to us?
I feel kind of cold all of a sudden though.
Actually, I was thinking that too. But I don't know if that's attributed to the fire going out downstairs or not. And it getting darker, but at the same time, no, I do know. It did start getting colder just about a moment ago.
Yeah. Very recently. Peyton, you want to ask again?
We're only here for a few more minutes, so if you want someone to listen to, this is your final chance.
You kind of sounded like whispering for a second to me.
I want to try.
You heard that, Peyton? It sounded like that come from downstairs.
Can I ask something? Do you believe you deserve to die in here? If you don't believe you deserve to die, I thought I heard something under my voice. If you don't believe you deserve to die, or you regret dying, that's going out to the one who hung himself here. Could you make a noise for me, please?
Do you guys want to walk downstairs?
Yeah, before we do, how's the meter doing?
Meter's just about the exact same still.
Sorry. You're gonna have to move first because I don't got much stuff to step Is the floor still super?
Yep.
Not nearly as bad. What the hell's happened to all the energy?
Okay, that's...
Oh, there it goes.
No, it's still in the middle.
What's that?
This other beauty.
Me buying the red bun.
Why was it so high in here though earlier?
I don't know.
That doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't make sense to me either.
This room is where the blood appeared on the floor, though there's no stains of any blood.
Probably just
there is
try to
something
flush
right
that
there.
again.
Oh my god.
Attempt.
This is an old British house.
What the Right when you walk by. Look at this. It wasn't going off before. It was literally right when you walked by.
That's true. Are you following me? Let's come back.
Mm-hmm.
Check the floor again.
Yep, it's still high down here.
Check that floor now. Just real quick, sorry to tell you what to do, but I'm curious for what I'm saying. You said maxing out here again.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
There it goes again. But I wasn't doing that a second earlier.
No, it wasn't.
So we've been here at the cage for about 2 hours now. Nothing really, extreme or violent. This wasn't meant to be a full investigation. Sadly, we're going to have to leave this place after this investigation, but it's pretty interesting. There's a huge energy field underneath the house, and those candles just flickered really weirdly. I'm not saying that. And like I said, we're not saying that that's paranormal, but the fact that there is such a high amount of energy here just right underneath the house just gives, any spirits or entities that may be here in the home a gigantic bank of energy which they can withdraw energy from in order to manifest and whatnot. So there's Olivia right there. We got over here Andrew. What do you think about this place, buddy?
I've never seen so much high EMF in any location. The story behind it is amazing, and I'm actually jealous that I didn't get to experience any of it like Vanessa did. But I like it. I think it's cool. I think this is a place that I will try and come back in the future anyway myself, just to do an all-nighter because it interests me that much.
Agreed. Well, from all of us here in St. Osith, it's Colin
And Peyton.
and Olivia.
And your boy, Andrew. Proven demons.
And we love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting our channel, supporting us, getting us flown over here to make these videos for you guys. We've been grinding our knuckles to the stone, or whatever the hell that saying
Nose
is.
to the grindstone.
Nose to the grindstone. Knuckles to the bone, I think is what I was thinking of. But anyways, from Colin
And Peyton.
we love you guys. And as always, stay spooky. Hello.